Introduction to Trigonometry, Chapter 8 Concepts will go into. Trigonometry is a word derived from three Greek words tri, gon, and metron. Tri means three, gon means sides, metron means measures. We can say from this above that trigonometry is the study of relationships between the sides and angles of a triangle. Now we'll go into what are called as trigonometric ratios. So we'll consider right angle triangle. Let ABC be a right angle triangle. Right angle let B. The ratio of sides of the triangle ABC are defined as follows. So these are all the trigonometric ratios which we are going to define now. We are having what is the hypotenuse. Angle B is 90 degrees. So opposite to that will give you the hypotenuse. That is AC is the hypotenuse. AB is the perpendicular. BC is the base. We can call AB as the adjacent side and BC as the opposite side. So now we are going to find out the measures of angle A. So sine of angle A is equal to side opposite to angle A by hypotenuse. So A is in the topmost corner over there. So side opposite to that angle A is nothing but BC by hypotenuse. So sin A is equal to BC by AC, which is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. We can write side opposite to angle A is nothing but any angle whichever we are considering, that opposite side if we take, that is called as the opposite side by the hypotenuse. So we can write it in that way. Opposite side by hypotenuse, where AC is the hypotenuse over here. Next going into cosine of angle A. Cosine of angle A is equal to side adjacent to angle A divided by the hypotenuse. Side adjacent to angle A is nothing but here it is equal to AB by AC, which is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. So now I have just written what is the opposite side, what is the adjacent side. So remember AB is the adjacent side, BC is the opposite side, AC is the hypotenuse. Now next we have tangent of angle A, which is equal to side opposite to angle A by side adjacent to angle A. Side opposite to angle A divided by side adjacent to angle A. Then tan A is equal to BC by AB, which is equal to opposite by adjacent side. Opposite side by adjacent side. Next we have what is called as cosecant of angle A, which is equal to hypotenuse by side opposite to angle A. Hypotenuse by side opposite to angle A. So therefore cosecant A is equal to AC by BC, which is equal to hypotenuse by opposite side. Or side opposite to angle A. Next going into what is called as secant of angle A, which is equal to hypotenuse divided by side adjacent to angle A. These are all to be remembered. So either if you understand it and remember, it's better more than repeatedly learning. So AC by AB is equal to secant A, which is equal to hypotenuse by adjacent side. Then last we have what is called as cotangent of angle A, which is equal to side adjacent to angle A by side opposite to angle A. So cot A is equal to AB by BC, which is equal to adjacent side by opposite side. Now we have written all the ratios and even the abbreviations. So what are they? Again, I'm just writing over here, and how are they related also, all the ratios. We'll just see from this. Now sine is abbreviated as SINE, is abbreviated as SIN. Cosine is cos, tangent is tan, cosecant is cosec, secant is sec, cotangent is cot. Now each and everything in terms of the other trigonometric ratios, how do we write? We'll just see. Now here sine, cosine A, tangent A, cosecant A, secant A, cotangent A, all these we are writing with respect to A. How can we write this? We'll just see. So before going into those formulas, please subscribe to my channel if you like it for more videos of this sort. So sin A can be written as 1 by cosecant A, cos A is written as 1 by secant A, 1 by cot A is equal to tan A, or cosecant A is equal to 1 by sin A, secant A is equal to cos A, and cot A is equal to 1 by tan A. So these are all the different trigonometric ratios we are having, and also the abbreviations, and how can they be written in terms of the other ratios. Each and everything we have seen over there. Now quotient relation of trigonometric ratios. That means how is tan A written, how is cot A written in terms of sin A and cos A. So tan A is equal to sin A by cos A, and we have also cot A is equal to cos A by sin A. Cos A by sin A. Now how did we get tan A is equal to sin A by cos A is, we'll just see that derivation right now. So tan A is equal to, we can write it as BC by AB, that is opposite side by adjacent side. Now we are dividing by AC for both of them. So BC by AC is nothing but sin A, that is by hypotenuse we are dividing. So opposite by hypotenuse by adjacent by hypotenuse is equal to, opposite by hypotenuse is sin A and adjacent by hypotenuse is equal to cos A. So in the same way cot B is also written AB by BC, it's the reverse of tan A. So from that you can get that. Now the values of trigonometric ratios and angles, for different angles. How do we write these trigonometric ratios for different angles? That is from 0 to 90. What are all those angles we are going to write? 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 and 90. So now we are just putting it in columns, and then how do we write this? We are just seeing. That is all the 6 trigonometric ratios: sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. How we are going to write them? We'll just see. Cosecant theta, secant theta, cot theta. Then in the column wise, this is the columns which we are having. In the row wise we are writing it as 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Now what is sin 0 equal to? Sin 0 is nothing but it is equal to, okay, we'll just draw columns and rows for all this, the whole thing. So what are we going to get for all this? We'll just see. What is sin 0, what is sin 30, sin 45, and how can cos be written in terms of this? We'll just go through this also, so that will be easy for you all to study each and every value over there, because these are all to be easily understood and easily be known by, if you are remember only two columns over here, sin theta values and cos theta values, then the remaining all automatically you can remember, because each one is written in terms of the other. So all the remaining can be understood or learnt very easily. So how do we go on with the different types of all these trigonometric ratios for different angles? We'll just see. So first we are having for sin 0, it is 0, cos 0 is 1, tan 0 is 0, because tan is written as sin by cos, so you'll get 0 by 1, which is 0. And here cosecant is 1 by sin, 1 by 0 is nothing but not defined. Then secant theta is equal to 1 by 1, which is 1. Cot theta is also 1 by 0, means it is not defined. So if you know only two values, you can write the remaining all the values. So therefore first you are having 1 by 2 is sin 30, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, tan 30 is sin by cos 1 by root 3. So cosecant theta is equal to cosecant 30 is equal to secant 30 is 2 by root 3, and so on. So all of them are written now. Now you all the way you will have to remember this is by taking the first column and the second column. Remember the first column is the reverse of the second column. If you study it in reverse, you will get the second column. Then automatically you will get tan theta, which is sin theta by cos theta. That is the way you will write those. Now what are trigonometric ratios of 90 minus a? In terms of a, we'll just see. So sin 90 minus a is equal to cos a. These are just to be remembered, and you also have cos 90 minus a will give you sin a. Sin 90 minus a will give you cos a, cos 90 minus a will give you sin a. That's why I have written both of them side. Then tan 90 minus a is equal to cot a, because this is the reverse of this. So cot of 90 minus a is tan a. Then secant of 90 minus a is cosecant a, and cosecant 90 minus a is equal to secant a. So these are the values which you are having. Now we'll just see what are the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. How did we get those angles? We'll just see. So trigonometric ratios of specific angles means how do we get sin 45? How did we get those values? Then how did we get sin 30? How did we get sin 60? How did we get sin 0? How did we get sin 90? We'll just go through all those for some specific angles. So trigonometric ratios of 45 degrees. First we'll go into that. So now you are drawing a right angle triangles. We are always going to do trigonometric ratios only for right angle triangles. This is told in the beginning. So therefore for a triangle ABC, which is right angled at B, now we are going to find out what are all the values of what is sin 45, cos 45, tan 45, cosecant 45, secant 45 and cot 45. So let's start with the triangle. Let a triangle ABC right angled at B, in which, because you know that in a triangle, if one angle is 45 and one angle is 90, the other angle is also 45. So two angles are equal, therefore two sides are equal. Sides opposite to equal angles are equal. So therefore you are having here, it is right angled at B, in which angle A is equal to angle C, that is equal to 45. Therefore AB is equal to BC. That means AB is equal to, suppose if you take AB as A, BC is also equal to A. Sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Now using Pythagoras theorem, we have the hypotenuse square is equal to sum of square of the other two sides, that is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, which is equal to A square plus A square, which is equal to 2A square. So AC is equal to root 2A. Therefore, sine 45 is equal to side opposite to angle 45 by hypotenuse. Which is equal to AB by AC, which is equal to AB is nothing but A by, and hypotenuse is root 2A. So A will get cancelled, is 1 by root 2. Now cos 45 is equal to adjacent of 45 by hypotenuse. So adjacent of 45 is nothing but A, and hypotenuse is root 2A, that is BC by AC, which is equal to 1 by root 2. If you find out sin 45, cos 45 and tan 45, the remaining automatically you can write it as 1 by sin, 1 by cos, 1 by tan. So tan 45 is equal to side opposite to 45 divided by side opposite adjacent to 45. Which implies AB by BC is equal to A by A, which is equal to 1. Now what is cosecant 45? It is nothing but 1 by sin 45, which is equal to root 2 by 1. Secant 45 is also equal to 1 by cos 45, which is also equal to root 2, and cot 45 is equal to 1 by tan 45, which is equal to 1 by 1, which is 1. Now next we'll find out what are the trigonometric ratios of 30 degrees and 60 degrees. So how do we consider this? How to find out these ratios also, we'll see. If you want to by heart them, then it is easy only, but sometimes you forget that. If you understand the logic, you will be able to do this. So any type of side is given also, you can do it by this method then. So if you are given a triangle, equilateral triangle, where all the angles are 60 degrees and each and every side is 2A, we are drawing AD as a perpendicular to BC such that it is dividing that angle into two equal halves, that is 60 degrees is divided into 30 and 30. So therefore now if you name the figure as ABC over here according to this figure, we will be getting it in this way. Now AB is 2A, AC is also 2A, BD is A and DA is A. So therefore consider an equilateral triangle. This is the triangle which we have. Now we will just consider an equilateral triangle ABC. Since each angle of an equilateral triangle, is 60 degrees, angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to 60 degrees. Now what are we doing? We have already drawn the AD perpendicular to BC. We are writing it down now here. We are going to consider both the triangles of that, ABD and triangle ACD. In these two triangles we have AB is equal to AC because equal sides of equal triangle, they are equal. Equal sides of an equilateral triangle are equal. Next, you are also having angle 1 is equal to angle 2 because both are 90 degrees. Then you are having the side AD is equal to AD, which is common to both the triangles. So from side angle congruency, you can tell that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. triangle ACD from SAS congruence. Side angle side. Next you have therefore BD is equal to DC by CPCT. Common parts of congruent triangles. So angle BAD is also equal to angle ABD. BAD is equal to CAD. That is 30 is equal to 30, 30. So therefore you are having AB is equal to AC is equal to BC is equal to 2A. But BD is equal to DC. But we have BD is equal to DC, which is equal to A. So now in triangle ABD, from Pythagoras theorem you are having that AD square is equal to AB square minus BD square, which is equal to 2A whole square minus A square, which is 4A square minus A square, which is 3A square, or AD is equal to root 3A. So now in triangle ABD, sin 30 is equal to side opposite to angle 30 by hypotenuse, which is equal to BD by AB, which is equal to A by 2A, which is equal to half. Similarly, we can find out what is cos 30, side adjacent to angle 30, that is AD by hypotenuse, that is AB. So which is equal to root 3A by 2A, which is equal to root 3 by 2. So tan 30 is equal to side opposite to angle 30 by side adjacent to angle 30, which is equal to BD by AD, which is equal to A by root 3A, which is equal to 1 by root 3. So now the remaining follow in such a way that cosecant 30 is equal to 1 by sin 30, secant 30 is equal to 1 by cos 30, cot 30 is equal to 1 by tan 30. So we can write down all these values in this way. Just reverse them. So you are having cosecant 30 is 2, secant 30 is 2 by root 3, cot 30 is root 3. Next we have what are the trigonometric ratios of 60 degrees. From this only we can take that, because one side we are having 30 degrees, the other side we are having it as 60. So consider triangle ABD itself. In that triangle itself we can see which is the hypotenuse, which is the adjacent side, which is the opposite side of 60. So you are having hypotenuse as AB, adjacent side is BD, and opposite side is AD. So therefore sin 60 is equal to side opposite to angle 60 by hypotenuse, which is equal to AD by AB, which is root 3 by 2. Sin 60 is equal to side adjacent to 60 by hypotenuse, which is equal to BD by AB, which is A by 2A, which is half. So tan 60 is equal to side opposite to angle 60 by side adjacent to angle 60. So which is AD by BD, which is equal to root 3A by A, which is equal to root 3. So therefore now you can write the remaining cosecant 60 is equal to 1 by sin 60, which is equal to 2 by root 3. Secant 60 is equal to 1 by cos 60, which is equal to 2. Cot 60 is equal to 1 by tan 60, which is equal to 1 by root 3. So trigonometric ratios of 0 degrees and 90 degrees. Trigonometric ratios of 0 degrees and 90 degrees. So here let ABC be a right angle triangle, right angled at B. The same figure which we considered for finding out ratios of 45 degrees. And here we will be drawing the figure over here also at B. Sin theta is equal to BC by AC, cos theta is equal to AB by AC, and tan theta is equal to BC by AB. If you are taking the first figure, now as theta gets smaller and smaller, the length of BC decreases. That means it becomes as a straight line as AB. The difference between this length AC and AB, the difference which is BC, that will start decreasing and it will become AB. So therefore it will come closer, the point C will come closer to B, and finally it gets overlapped with AB. So angle A becomes very close to 0 degrees. So therefore at this point C coincide with B, that is BC is equal to 0 and AB is equal to AC. So sin theta is equal to BC by AC, which is equal to 0 by AC, which is equal to 0 degrees. Since BC is equal to 0, we are writing it as 0 by AC. Now next, cos theta is equal to AC is equal to AB, therefore it is equal to AB by AC. AC can be written as AB or AB can be written as AC, so both of them will get cancelled, become 1. And tan theta we are having BC equal to 0, so 0 by BC by AB, which is equal to 0 by AB, which is equal to 0. Now next we have what is trigonometric ratio of 90 degrees. So how do we find out the trigonometric ratios of 90 degrees? We'll see. Name the figure. Always draw a right angle triangle. This right angle at B. AC is the hypotenuse. If angle A is taken as the angle, we have opposite of angle A is equal to BC, and adjacent of A is equal to AB. Yeah, we have to reverse this figure actually. I cleaned that and again I did that actually. So this is the right angle triangle we are having, ABC, for 0 degrees, that was. Now next, for the 90 degrees, trigonometric ratios of 90 degrees. In triangle ABC, right angled at B, as theta increases, line segment AB becomes smaller and smaller. Finally, when theta be 90, the point A will coincide with the point B, that is AB will become equal to 0. When theta will go and coincide with the angle 90 and A will go and coincide with B, therefore the distance between AB is equal to 0. Therefore we will find out now what is sin 90. Sin 90 is equal to BC by AC, which is equal to BC by BC, since AC is equal to BC. Now cos 90 is equal to AB by AC, which is equal to 0 by AC, which is equal to 0, AB is equal to 0. Therefore, tan 90 degrees is equal to BC by AB, which is equal to BC by 0. Therefore, it is not defined. Then finally, we will go into what are the trigonometric identities we are having. We will see what are the trigonometric identities. Now here, what is cosecant 90, what is secant 90, what is cot 90 we are writing. The reverse of sine is cosecant, the reverse of cos is secant, and reverse of cot is tan. Therefore, cot 90 we got it as 0. Now we will see what are trigonometric identities. So we consider right angle triangle. Right angle at B. At B it is 90 degrees. Consider triangle ABC, right angle at B. We have AB square is equal to AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. The sum of squares of the other two sides is equal to the hypotenuse square. So we are taking this as equation 1. Using Pythagoras theorem we got this. Now dividing each term of 1 by AC square we get AB square by AC square plus BC square by AC square, which is equal to AC square by AC square. So AC square will get cancelled. So you are having AB by AC is nothing but cos A. Therefore, AB by AC is equal to cos square A, if you are taking it as whole square, plus sin square A is equal to 1. This is true for all A such that A lies between 0 and 90 degrees. Now again consider the same equation 1, that is using Pythagoras theorem we are having AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now divide throughout by BC square. So AB square by BC square is equal to plus BC square by BC square is equal to AC square by BC square. So which is equal to cot square A plus 1 is equal to secant square A. Cosecant and cot A are not defined for A is equal to 0. So this is true for cot square A plus 1 is equal to cosecant square A is true for all A such that A lies between 0 and 90 degrees. It's not equal to 0 but it is greater than 0 and lies between 90 and 0. Now again we are considering equation 1, where when we take the equation as AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now we are dividing it throughout by AB square. So we get AB square by AB square plus BC square by AB square is equal to AC square by AB square. So which means 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A. So this is true for all a such that a lies between 0 and 90 degrees. So these are the three trigonometric identities, that is cos square plus sin square a is equal to 1. Then cot square a plus 1 is equal to cosecant square a. 1 plus tan square a is equal to secant square a. So if you please like the video, subscribe for it.